How to preserve leftover Halloween candy and hide it from the candy monsters in your house. Did you have a fright when you had bad weather and no trick-or-treaters for Halloween? Quite a fright, isn't it? Let me show you what you can do to preserve your Halloween candy for later. All you need is a food saver machine, a roll of bags, a Sharpie, and some scissors. And you can turn this magically into this. So this giant bag here that was left over, it's got several different types of candy in it, and I don't like to mix. Even if they're made by the same company, I don't like to mix them because all the artificial flavors, sweeteners, and smells, fragrances of these candies will mix together in time and come out, and everything will taste the same. And it could taste psychedelic even. I've had that happen before. So these were good till 4 of 2022. I'm hoping to get a little bit more life out of them than that. Okay. And so here's some dum-dums that I've done. Put all the dum-dum suckers together in a vacuum seal bag. Double sealed it on both ends. And that should be good. Hard candy lasts longer than chocolate does when you're vacuum sealing. And, you know, we've got our lemon heads separate, our nerds separate, our bubble gum separate. These are bottle caps separate because they all have different flavors and smells. We'll do the same thing with these two. Chocolate doesn't seem to last as long as the hard candies do for some reason. I don't know why. So I take my roll of resealable bags and I put it in there. And clamp it down. And just do the heat seal button. And I double seal each end. So there's the first seal. And then we're going to double seal it. And it should be shutting off any second. There we go. Open it up. And I've got double sealed. Then I stretch this out depending on how much candy I need to fit in. Cut it to size. Fill the bag. And I'll show you the next step. So here I have my handsome assistant, Jackson, and he's sorting the candy. And then I will put it in the separate bags and vacuum seal it. So Jackson has sorted out all the Skittles from that bag. So we're going to put them in here and seal it twice. Okay, so got it in there for the first seal. First seal. We're going to use that vacuum. So we're going to vacuum seal it. We're going to let that seal. And the second seal, we're not going to use the vacuum portion of it. We're going to just move it down over a little bit more. Close it up. And we're going to hit just the seal button. It's done. And we've got Skittles vacuum sealed. Jackson's been sorting. He pours the big bag into my stock pot, and he's been sorting for me. And so I'm going to take these and cut a bag to fit that amount of candy. Okay, so for the candies that we do like, the softer candies, chocolates, I put them in jars. You can, if you have a family full of kids, you can buy smaller bags and just portion control and seal them all up that way. So like this was, we only had a few Twix bars. So I've got it in a pint size. And these are quarts. This is a half gallon because there was tons of Snickers. Okay, so how you seal a jar is, I've got my wide mouth jar, wide mouth, food saver, jar sealer. You put that straight down on top. You take the green end of the attachment hose and you put it in the food saver, and then you take the gray one and you put it in the top. You lock down your food saver and you press the vacuum button. Wait for it to finish. You'll see a red light when it's done. Okay, you detach, pull this off, and you've got a sealed jar. I'm picking it up by the tin lid only. And that's how you seal a jar of candy. Another thing I do is, of course, I put the date that was on the bag of candy on the lid. Okay? But because I'm vacuum sealing, I put a V on the lid with the Sharpie. I do this because at the end of the week, I end up with a whole bunch of lids in my sink. This way, I can tell I can reuse this lid because it was vacuum sealed and not heat sealed. So, I hope this video was helpful in showing you how you can preserve your candy. I will do some taste tests on whatever's left at a year and see if it lasted a year, because that would be beyond these dates. But, you know, this is perfect if you, say you get invited to a party and you have to bring a dish to pass or bring a dessert or something. You could take this half-gallon jar of Snickers and pour it in a festive bowl. You know, so that's a good way to get rid of your Halloween candy and how to preserve the leftovers.